What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this week's first episode of the greatest podcast on turf. It's game week finally here in the NFL. If you guys don't already know, I'm Anthony.
I'm Ryan.
Today, we are back to bring you guys our week one NFL game predictions. We're going to go through each game. We're going to give you our predictions. Some games we're not going to go into detail over because who the hell wants to talk about the outlook of the Giants and Titans game, because who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, tomorrow, which will be Thursday, we're dropping our week one fantasy football stardom sit-em. Then Friday, we will be dropping our best bets, which will both be available on all platforms, along with this episode. So be sure to check it out. Again, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And before we give you guys our predictions, here is Ryan with today's sponsor.
Little Italy Pizzeria. They got the best cheesesteaks, the best pizza in all of Delaware. 2 locations. One of those is in Middletown, Delaware. The other one is in Townsend. It is a great family business. So great food, great people, great prices. Be sure to come in and check it out. Let them know that the greatest podcast on turf sent you. They will take care of you. Show proof that you're subscribed to let you listen to us, and they will hook you up with an additional discount.
All right, so starting off with tomorrow's game, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are coming off of their Super Bowl. Bills are probably favorites to win the AFC. I'm not 100%, I don't have that 100% confirmed, but if they're my favorite anyway. Versus the Rams, who will probably to some people are the NFC favorites. Not mine. They're up there, but they're not my favorites. As a Patriots fan, it pains me to say, but I think Buffalo's going to take this one, honestly. Buffalo's coming. The last time Buffalo was on the field, they're coming off that heartbreaking loss to Kansas City in overtime. They left it all on the field. This Bills team got better this offseason with the Von Miller. They brought in Von Miller. They drafted Kyer Elam. They got better on the offensive line. They got Gabe Davis, who's coming in for his breakout year. I guess this will be his third year. They got Jamison Crowder in the slot, Isaiah McKenzie, another guy. But I think the Bills are going to come out of this one on top. Matt Stafford's elbow does still scare me a little bit just because they were throwing tendonitis around there, which that's nothing to play with, especially when you're a gunslinging quarterback that your primary role in the offense is to throw it deep. So that scares me a little bit. Yeah, the Rams have Allen Robinson, Bobby Wagner, all them other guys they bought in. The offensive line got worse. They don't have a healthy running back, and we don't really know what we're going to get from Matt Stafford's elbow. I mean, what are the Rams going to say, that he's not fine? I guess we'll see tomorrow night if he's really fine, but I'm rocking with the Buffalo Bills on this one.
Oh, I like the Bills also. I just think that the Rams, there's a lot of questionable pieces. One of those being Matt Stafford's elbow, one of those being the offensive line. They lost 2 of their 5 starting offensive linemen, and they were the best offensive line in football last year, so we're going to have to see how that team translates because of that. I just think Buffalo, week one, this game doesn't mean a shit ton in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just like Buffalo in this one. I think they're going to be a better regular season team than the Rams are this year.
That's fair.
I think that Trey White being out is going to hurt them, a little bit, but there's no Odell Beckham Jr. It's really just Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson going up against Josh Allen. I like Buffalo. Like I said, I'm a little bit worried about the Rams and Matt Stafford. Cam Akers even. This team has a few question marks, so I'm rocking with Buffalo this week.
Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Detroit Lions. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. I'm taking the Eagles here. I think that the Lions have potential to be an average team until they get a quarterback, but I'm rocking with the Eagles. This one pretty big. Ryan talked about this game a lot more on our Best Bets episode that's dropping Friday, so be sure to click that subscribe button and click the post notifications button so you don't miss any of our uploads this upcoming offseason. But yeah, I'm rocking with the Eagles this one. I think the Eagles team is better overall. Their defense is better. Their offense is better. Quarterback certainly better. So I'm rocking with the Eagles this one, and it's really not close.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles -4. I think there is definitely a world where the Eagles are in the playoffs this season. There's not a world where the Lions are. The Eagles just have better players. They're just a better football team than the Lions. The Lions, I guess, are trending upwards, but
yeah,
they're not much. And
another year or two away.
Not too much to be worried about there. Next up, I have the Saints at the Atlanta Falcons.
They're a little different, but it's fine.
Yeah, because you change it up all the time.
It's fair.
It's fine.
Hey,
just keep me on my toes. Not good.
Yeah, Ryan's
this dude's running out of time.
Draft. If you guys are watching this on camera, if you keep seeing him touch his phone, he's doing a fantasy football draft right now.
And I'm not happy about the squad. Saints Falcons though. I'm taking the Saints in this one big. I'm rocking with the Saints this year. I know they have a new coach, and that does worry me a little bit. Part of me wanted to take the under just because of the new coach, new system. Alvin Kamara, Jameis Winston, Chris Olave, Michael Thomas. I think all of these guys are going to be able to outdo the Atlanta Falcons, and Marcus Mariota That's really literally all I can name, and I can't even name Marcus Mariota for a good reason, because he's not good to begin with.
Yeah. Now, like Ryan said here, I'm rocking with the Saints in this one.
Saints have a much better defense, and they're going to blow them out.
Yeah.
Stamped, locked.
Hit the nail on the head with that one. I'm rocking with the Saints here, and it's not close. I think the Falcons are a bottom team in the NFL this year. Next up on my list, we got the 49ers at the Bears. Not going to spend much time on this one. The Bears really didn't do anything at all except lose players this offseason. They drafted around their defense with a second-year quarterback, which is the biggest year of development for a quarterback. So I'm rocking with the 49ers in this one big. Yeah, it's in Chicago, so they got that going for them. But like Ryan said, or Ryan's about to say, I like the 49ers big, and it's not close.
Yeah, I also like the 49ers. I had them in my best bets, -7. Trey Lance it's going to be Trey Lance versus Justin Fields. Justin Fields literally has nobody to help him. Trey Lance has a very good, core around him. He has a pretty good offensive line. He has George Kittle, who's going to be healthy week 1. Debo Samuel, who practiced today, and Brandon Ayuk, and running back room that just doesn't really matter. So, and a defense that's full of studs. So I'm rocking with the Niners. Next up, Steelers traveling to Cincinnati.
I had that one.
Oh, nice. I think it could be closer than people think. You think it's a blowout?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's a division game. It's going to be close. I'm rocking with the Bengals, though, because the Steelers are starting Kenny Pickett, or not starting Mitch Trubisky.
What the fuck?
Not Kenny Pickett. The Bengals just have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. And the Steelers just have a defense that is really lacking secondary, and I feel like since I'm playing Jamar Chase in fantasy this week, he is going to absolutely destroy me. So, rocking with the Bengals.
Yeah, another game I'm rocking with the Bengals, and I think the Bengals take this one big. The Steelers' offense just scares me. I mean, yeah, they won. They made the playoffs last year with Ben Roethlisberger, and even if Mitch Trubisky could be a little better than Ben Roethlisberger was last year, then the Steelers will be fine. But again, this is a division game. The Bengals are coming off a Super Bowl loss, so they're probably going to be playing with some of that fire under them. But to the opposite of my opinion, it is a division game, so it could be close. But nah, I'm rocking with the Bengals on this one, and I don't see it being close, but I can see a world where it is, you know.
I think nice AFC North division game. It's going to be a dogfight.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I mean, we've seen it before, so it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Who do you got next?
Browns Panthers.
Okay, we're flipped on them, but that's fine. We can do Browns Panthers.
What do you mean by that?
I have a game ahead of them, but that's fine.
Browns are traveling to the Carolina Panthers. I am rocking with the Panthers. It's as simple as this. Baker Mayfield revenge game. I got Baker Mayfield over Jacoby Brissett, and I don't think that's saying too much. The Browns probably are a better team if you look at the whole entire team, but you got a healthy Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Baker Mayfield. That's going to be able to outdo Jacoby Brissett, David Njoku, and Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Probably any day of the week. The only thing that we have to worry about is the Browns' defense. Panthers' O-line isn't really great, in my opinion. With Myles Garrett on the other side.
We got Ike Mekwonu versus Myles Garrett. Week 1, we're going to see what Ike Mekwonu is about, yo.
I don't even think I'm going to judge him after that game unless he kills him because it's Myles Garrett. I'm still rocking with the Panthers, though. Baker Mayfield revenge game. I have belief in him. Panthers by 50.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Next up on my list, we got the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. Give me the Patriots. I don't care. The Dolphins blow. Tua's terrible.
No.
Patriots are going to come out and win this game 17-14, just like they always do. I don't really care if Tua's 3-0 against the Patriots. If you check the score, it's really been close games, bullshit calls. Damian Harris fumbled on the one and cost us. The Patriots will be fine this year. They're going to be good for a measly 9-10, 8-10 wins, maybe even 7 if they're bad. I'm taking Bill Belichick versus a rookie head coach in Miami any day of the week. Give me New England, and it's not close.
I'm rocking with the Dolphins. I'll take the rookie head coach on week 1.
Nah.
I'll take Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Chase Edmonds.
Don't care.
And the Miami Dolphins defense, which is better than the Patriots
We already
defense.
have a bet on this game.
I know.
Yeah,
It's easy. It's literally just money in my pocket. You might as well just hand it to me now.
And that's fine.
Dolphins are at home. That's an advantage. Dolphins have a better team. Also an advantage.
Shit.
Dolphins have a better quarterback. Also an advantage.
Stop.
Dolphins have a better receiving core. Better defense.
What is Tua
better
doing
running
when
back
Mac
room.
hasn't?
Oh my goodness. The Dolphins, big. Give me Miami.
Nope. Next up on my list, like I said, I'm taking the Patriots. I got the Colts at the Texans. I'm taking the Colts on this one, but I like the Texans covering the spread at 7.
No.
The Colts haven't won an opening game since 2014, and they've had some pretty solid teams. That was back when they were making the playoffs. Andrew Luck was there. T.Y. Hilton was in his prime and all that. But I think the Colts win this one. I love Matt Ryan. I love the Colts this year. I love Michael Pittman. If you guys have been following us, I am in love with Michael Pittman Jr. this year for fantasy football. So I'm rocking with the Colts here. There is the injury to Shaquille Leonard, Darius Leonard, for those of you that didn't know. He goes by a new name now. There is that, but the Colts are a defense that has given up big games to receivers in the past. But again, I'm rocking the Colts big. Ryan gave a stat on Friday's episode that the Colts outscored the Texans, 60-something to 3?
62-3 last year.
62-3 last year. So with that being said, I like the Colts in this game and breaking that losing streak on week 1.
I'm also rocking with the Colts. I'm not sure this one's gonna be close. Matt Ryan is an improvement over Carson Wentz, that is for sure.
It's not saying much.
Michael Pittman and Jonathan Taylor are much better than Davis Mills, Dameon Pierce, and Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Even though I am a backer for the Texans this year a little bit, I don't think they're going to get steamrolled like they did last year. I would take the Texans over the Jags if they played. When they play, I'll consider that.
Yeah, I'll take the Jags.
Okay. Even though that didn't happen last year, but it's fine.
It's fine. It was last year. We're on the year. That was the Urban Meyer.
It was like
era.
30-7.
The Doug Peterson era in Jacksonville.
The Colts in this one over the Texans, and it's not really close. Next up, another game that's not really close. Ravens traveling to
Glad we're back on the same page.
Jets.
Give me the Ravens.
Give me the team that doesn't share a stadium.
Yeah, and give me the Ravens covering the spread minus 7 points. I think that's a lock. I think that's an easy parlay fill out. I think that is the easy best bet of the week.
Like that?
We're locking it. If you guys will hear that more about that on Friday's episode. But it's as simple as this. It is Joe Flacco's revenge game, so I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Totally kidding. Give me the Ravens big in this one. It's really not close. The Ravens, their whole team's back healthy. They have something to prove. They seem to be the forgotten team in the division now with the whole Steelers quarterback thing going on with the Browns and Watson and with the Bengals coming off the Super Bowl. It seems like the Ravens have kind of been forgotten a little bit and people have forgotten how good they really are and how good they can be. So I'm rocking with the Ravens in this one big. I think this is, I know it's the Jets who are injured, but I think this is the Ravens game to be like, all right, we're fucking back. Let's go.
I'm taking the Ravens in this one also. I don't think the Jets are going to be that much this season, especially the first 8 weeks. Yeah. I think the last couple of weeks you might see like a flash of what this team could be. But week 1, if Zach Wilson plays, he hasn't practiced in a couple weeks. If Joe Flacco plays, it's Joe Flacco. And the Ravens' defensive line is going to get after him. Joe Flacco has the mobility of a refrigerator. He has the mobility of this table. He has the mobility of...
This table moves pretty good, I feel like.
No, this table hasn't moved in months. And neither has Joe Flacco. And the Baltimore Ravens tend to not let quarterbacks just get comfortable back there.
Yep.
Therefore, I think the Ravens are going to blow them out. I think this could be a similar game to Ravens like Dolphins a couple years ago when it was like 40-3.
Yeah.
I can see this being like 40-3. I'm starting my Ravens this week in fantasy without a doubt. Give me the Ravens over the Jets.
I had to guess 90% of people are smashing the Ravens in their survival pools this week.
I'm in 2 survivor pools. I'm leaning towards Broncos, Ravens, and if I'm getting like maybe the 49ers if I'm feeling like a little risky.
Yeah.
Or the Titans if I'm feeling like
Yeah. What would you set the over-under of the Jets' first-round draft pick next year at? What pick?
I think they got pick 4.
You think so?
It's going to be pick 4.
I would think that.
On the dot.
I was thinking the same thing. I mean, I like that. I could see it happening.
Because the Seahawks and the Bears are going to be worse. And then it just takes one more team to be worse.
Falcons. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the Falcons. Again, you're looking at the Texans. Could be. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, give me the Ravens big. Give us the Ravens big. We're locking it in on our parlays this week. Next up, we got my Jacksonville Jaguars at the Washington Commanders. Give me the Jags and it's not close. This is going to be Trevor Lawrence's coming out party. Washington's defense was very disappointing last year, to say the least. They are not healthy. They're still playing without their best defensive player in Chase Young. The Jags got substantially better this offseason. This is Trevor's sophomore year. I have a lot of money invested into Trevor Lawrence and his rookie cards at this point of my life. So give me the Jags this one. I think this will be a pretty good game to watch. I think this will be one of them games that kind of comes down to the wire. But I think the Jags take this one. I don't like Washington this year. I love the Jags this year. I'm not saying they're going to go win the Super Bowl. I can see the Jags squeezing out 7 wins maybe. I think we have that bet that they past 6.5. I think I took the over of 6.5 wins. I'll double check while we're on the topic.
Yeah, I mean,
but give me the Jags. Yeah, I have Jags over 6.5. We have $20 on it.
I mean, it's really like as simple as this. Is this game going to be a good game in theory? Yeah. Is this game going to be a good game in terms of am I watching it? Absolutely
No.
not. I think this game could be close, and part of me was thinking about taking Washington because the Carson Wentz Terry McLaurin thing, maybe I could see a world where that could be a disgusting combination. But I'm taking the Jaguars. I am a believer in second year breakouts, and Trevor could very well be a second year breakout. Am I excited about it? No, because I could see Washington winning the game. Draft my last two people and move on with life. Broncos were there for me in the last round.
Nice.
And that's all.
Fun fact for those of you new guys here, our very first video we uploaded was Justin Fields versus Trevor Lawrence. Who's the better prospect? Who's going to be better? And Ryan was against Trevor, so it's nice to hear him say that.
Well, I still am. It's just he's better than Washington.
That's fair. Any other comments before we move on to the next game?
No.
Packers-Vikings.
Ooh. I feel like it could happen.
I'm not going to lie and say I'm going to tell you I wrote it.
You want to bet on it? Because I'm taking Packers.
Because I don't fucking like it at all.
Taking the Packers.
Like I said, I hate the Packers and the Vikings. I just hate the Vikings a little bit less than I hate the Packers this year. I took the Vikings in this one. Am I happy with it? No. Am I putting any money on it? Hell no. It's simple as this. I think, yes, the Packers hang their head on their defensive side of the ball. They have a bunch of studs on defense. But the Vikings' high-powered offense is going to be a force to be reckoned with this year. The Justin Jefferson versus Jair Alexander matchup is going to be fun to watch with Darnell Savage helping over the top. I think this game is probably either... If the Packers win this game, I think they keep it close. But if the Vikings win, I think they win by a blowout. Just because I don't know if the Packers are going to be able to hang on offense with the Vikings if the Vikings get going on offense. Now, it is Kirk Cousins. And again, that's why I don't like it at all. But I'm rocking the Vikings on this one just because I hate them a little bit less than I hate the Packers.
I'm rocking with the Packers. It's as simple as this. Vikings got a new head coach. That could mean the system takes a little bit too long to really, hit full stride. And it's Aaron Rodgers against Kirk Cousins. I know that Aaron Rodgers doesn't have much receiver help, but he does have Week 1 Sammy Watkins, and this is Week 1. So therefore... I'll make a bet Sammy Watkins has 4 tutties.
I'll give you any odds you want.
I don't think you really want to do that because there is a high enough odds to where I'll throw $10 on it
Sammy Watkins
and own your life.
4 touchdowns, I would literally
finish a sentence.
I can't because I don't want to get monetized. I bet Mikey on the Kamzat Nate Diaz fight this weekend. I bet him $10 that Kamzat wins. And if Nate Diaz somehow wins, I owe him $1,000.
You're an idiot.
Hell no.
It's the stupidest thing. I'll take that bet.
I already have it. That doesn't make sense.
Whatever.
Yeah, we have a dispute on this one, but I'm not betting on the Vikings at all this year, nor am I liking any Packers this year unless they play like the Bears, because Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears no matter what.
And the Vikings.
Next up, Giants-Titans, a hideous game. The Harold Landry injury for the Titans is a massive blow, especially because their defense really isn't anything all that. They kind of hang their hat on the pass rush with Harold Landry, Bud Dupree if he's still there, Jeffrey Simmons. But losing Harold Landry, arguably their best defensive player, is a really big blow. This is a very ugly game, but I think that the Giants are going to be very, very bad this year. I think Saquon Barkley, in terms of fantasy, has a Joe Mixon type of year we used to see a few years ago, where he would finish inside the top 5 behind a terrible offensive line on a terrible team, but still be a top 5 running back in terms of yards and tutties in the NFL. So I think that's what we're going to get from Saquon this year, but I'm taking the Titans in this one, and this is a game that I will not be paying any attention to.
I'm taking the Titans also. It's going to be a messy game. The Giants, they just Kadarius Toney's still banged up. I heard Kenny Galladay just sucks at football now.
Kenny Galladay is...
I heard he's just horrible. He's just a bad football player.
Yeah.
I've
heard that too.
I'm not sure. Give me Ryan Tannehill, I guess.
Unfortunately, give me Malik Willis.
Over Daniel Jones, who might, I don't even know if he's starting week 1 yet. I mean, he probably is.
Imagine Tyrod gets named a starter, yo. What the hell? I think
he was about to, but then Tyrod got hurt, I think.
I think they should have traded for Jimmy G. I really think the Giants should have traded for Jimmy G.
I think somebody should have. I don't know who, but
even
Seattle Seahawks.
Even if Mitch Trubisky didn't get named the starter, I wouldn't have minded if the Giants went out and got Mitch. But he did get named the starter today, so I guess that's out the window now.
It's the Titans, and it's unfortunately it's not.
Yeah. Raiders at Chargers. I like the Raiders winning this game, and I like this game hitting the over of 52. 3 of their last 5 meetings have gone over 52. The other 2 were low, like 24-21, 31-20. So, like, right there, just missed the mark. But I like the Raiders winning this one. Yeah, the Chargers, they didn't do much on offense in the offseason this year. They bought an Isaiah Spiller to take some of the goal line touches, but he sounds like he is hurt, or last I heard he was hurt. But the Raiders, they obviously, as you all know, they bought in Devontae Adams. They bought in Chandler Jones. Their offensive line does worry me a little bit, especially that they're playing against Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. But Derek Carr seems to always find a way to get out of the pocket and make a play. He's like a Walmart Aaron Rodgers. So I'm rocking with the Raiders in this one. I think a team has to give in this division, and I just unfortunately think it's the Chargers. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, totally, because it is the Raiders we're talking about. But my late cousin's a Raiders fan, so I'll always ride for the Raiders, even against the good teams like the Chargers. So give me the Raiders, and give me the Raiders hitting the over of 52 points.
I'm taking the Chargers in this one. I do respect the Raiders this year, and I think that they're going to be a pretty good football team. But I got the Chargers over them. The Chargers are at home. That's one thing I like. I think that Justin Herbert probably has a better connection with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen than Derek Carr does with Devontae Adams quite yet. I mean, I know that they were together in college, but it probably still takes a little bit of time to fully get back right. Darren Waller's been banged up, nursing a hamstring. It's kind of up in the air if he plays week 1.
That would fucking suck.
I think...
I have him in fantasy. I would blow.
He's probably not playing. If you want my expert doctor fantasy advice...
Ryan Sawyer, fantasy doctor.
What's the guy? What is it? J.C. Jackson, I think, is out the first couple of games.
Yeah, he got the first 4 or 6. I think he had surgery, which is a pretty big blow.
That is, yeah. So it's going to be the AFC West is a division of pass rushers and no corners.
Yeah,
and it's going to lead to rush passes and touchdowns and fumbles and stuff like that. It's going to be very entertaining.
The best secondary in this division is probably the Broncos, with Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons, Pat Surtain.
Yeah, it's definitely not the Raiders.
I mean, a healthy Chargers probably with Derwin, Nasir Adderley, J.C. Jackson, Asante Samuel, Chris Harris, Bryce Callahan, a guy who they got from the Broncos. So I mean, a healthy Chargers team probably, but right now, give me the Broncos as the best secondary.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty close though.
Who am I picking up in that league? Gerald Everett, my guy.
What you want to get? I'd pick up David Njoku.
David Njoku? You think so?
Jacoby Brissett targets tight ends 4th highest in football. Just in case you wanted to hear that stat.
Okay.
You probably don't want to hear that stat, but just in case you did want to hear that stat, there it is. Next up, Chiefs Cardinals.
Boom.
Yeah.
This is such a tough game.
I'm doing it. Don't care. Didn't ask. Ratio. Cardinals. Why? They're at home. Why? Kyler Hollywood back week 1.
Yo, you don't gotta explain yourself. Just Cardinals lock.
Does it hurt that Zach Ertz is out? Yeah.
Is he?
But they have probably. But they have Purdue legend Rondale Moore, Oklahoma legend Marquise Hollywood Brown, AJ Green,
and the tight end they just drafted in the 2nd round. I'm shooting a blank on his name.
And Kyler Murray, K1.
James Conner.
No. We are not naming
Trey McBride out of Colorado State. He was some people's tight end 1 prospect. I think he was my tight end 2 or 3, actually.
We are not naming him on the podcast.
I just did.
James Conner is not getting named on
Give me the Cardinals in this one. This is going to be a fun game to watch. I think this could be a really high score. 2 more games left. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Dallas Cowboys. Sounds like Tom Brady's getting a divorce because he chose football over staying in retirement. This is probably going to be a similar game to how we saw last year. Shootout, come down to the wire, game-winning field goal. Give me Tom Brady. I'll never bet against Tom Brady. I don't care who he's against. I didn't do it in the playoffs last year against the Rams, who were favorites, and when the Bucks were banged up. The Bucks are banged up now. Give me the Bucks. Give me Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to be playing pissed off this year just like he does every year. He's going to go out, win a Super Bowl, and retire. You heard it here first. Tom Brady and the Bucks for another Super Bowl. Give me the Bucks against Ryan's Dallas Cowgirls.
I am choosing the Cowboys this week. If it was like mid-season, if it was like week 7, I'd take the Bucks. I just think the Bucks. I'm a little bit worried about the squad. 2 of his offensive linemen are gone. Chris Godwin is banged up. Tom Brady was on The Masked Singer, and we don't really know where he was for the past like 2-3 weeks.
Giselle's divorcing him.
No, he was on Masked Singer, bro.
We'll see.
And I just think that the Cowboys could be at a faster start, maybe. It's a revenge game from last year, week 1. I'm not sure how we drew the Bucks back to back. It's kind of crappy, but give me the Cowboys in this one. I think the Bucks can be off to a kind of a slow start.
That's fair. If you didn't know, another exclusive sit for the Stardom Sit-'em video that we didn't even record yet. Actually, now that I think about it, Zeke Elliott is a sit this week. Didn't do anything against him last year, week 1. Vita Vea is going to be eating up the middle. Sit Zeke this week. And for the final game Monday night, Russell Wilson returns home to Seattle Seahawks on his new team, the Denver Broncos. Give me the Broncos big, and it's not close. I don't have to explain why. If you are anything short of a casual, you will know why. Give me the Broncos big, and it's really not close.
Yeah, give me the Broncos, and that's really enough said.
Yeah, with all that being said, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, rate us, follow us, whatever you're listening to us on. Be sure to be on the lookout for tomorrow's Week 1 Fantasy Football Stardom Sit-'em content. Then Friday, we are uploading our Best Bets video, so be sure to don't miss that. Be sure to check that out. Show us some love. Buy the greatest merch on turf, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's Stardom Sit-'em.
See ya.
Peace.